All right, welcome. Do you like do high crits, speed through, flip around, do a bunch of crazy, janky, assassiny tricks and thrills? Well, this is the build for you. This is my Lost Epoch build that I've made before, but I'm updating it. Made a few tweaks to it and everything like that, so I figured I'd make another guide for it with all the updates, changes, and all that stuff, especially with the updates to the game. So I'm going to do a quick run through of a monolith runner real quick, kind of show you the speed, how I get through it, the crits, the fun stuff, all that crazy stuff. So hope you enjoy. After that, after we do the quick run, I'm going to run through the gear, the setup, passes, all that fun stuff. So hope you enjoy. Here we go with the run, and here we go. Take that. Experience, why not? Can't go wrong with a little bit extra experience. Stop shooting at me. And that's it. Oh, fine. If y'all want to die, y'all can die. There. Happy now? Alright, so let's go. Oop, I didn't pick that up. Is that anything important? Nope. Alright, so there goes the quick run through of a monolith for you. Hope y'all enjoyed that. Like I said, my name is Devin from Deadly Art Gaming. This is going to be my build guide where I'm going to go over the gear and all that stuff for my Blade Dancer Dancing Strike build. If y'all have any questions or anything, feel free to leave them down below. I'll answer them as quick as I can. Also, I do have a giveaway going on right now for a copy of Outriders. It's a new game coming out, releases out on the 1st. Demo is already out. It's free if you want to try it. But I am giving away a free copy of that at the end of the month. If you want to enter to win that, it is down below. Also, I do have, if you do subscribe to the channel, it does enter you to win as well. Also, don't forget to hit the like button if you do like the content, and there also is a link to my Discord down below if y'all want to join us down there. Chit chat with everybody and everything like that. Once multiplayer comes out, I will be playing with my fans. So if y'all need help farming stuff, playing, just have some fun, whatever, jump down there. We'd love to have you. So let's go ahead and get into it. First, we're going to go over the passives. Currently, right now, what I'm sitting at is 1 point here. 8 points in here, 1 here, 8 here, 5 there, and then 8 here. Now I'm probably going to be coming back here. Actually no, I've already got all the points here, so yeah, I'm not going to be putting any more. I already got the 31 here that I wanted. Then over in Blade Dance, we have this. I actually need to take out a point here because I'm going to move it over here. So 1 here. I might actually end up maxing that out if I have enough points at the end, just for the extra dexterity and glancing blow is pretty nice to have. But essentially 8 here, 1 here. I'll be maxing this out. Or I don't know if I'll max it out. I think I'm going to put 1 more point and be okay, just to get the extra duration on the buff. And then we're coming up here to get 8 points in here for physical damage. And dodge rating if hit recently, so extra dodge rating there's can't go wrong. Like to dodge, we're assassin, that's what we do. Life leech, of course, max that out. We will be maxing this out, and then max this. Come up here, vulnerability and crit chance, max that. Max this as well. Gonna be maxing this as well, 1, and then maxing this out as well. After that, I don't think I'll really have too many points left over. If that, I'll figure out where those go at the end, and I'll make another guide once I max this character out, and be done with that. So now, right now, my gear is not done, so my resistance is nowhere near where they need to be. But once the gear is all crafted, I haven't had the nicest days of crafting for the past couple of days, so everything I've crafted, I've only had a couple pieces go decently high, but the rest of them are cracking at like tier 5, tier 6, even with the stones, so it's just not liking me today, or past couple days. So but you saw how well I went through there. Even with my resistance being low, I was still able to run through fairly easy. Like I said, dodge right now is only at 10%, but that's going to go higher at idle speeds, but then it goes up once you start getting hit and other factors as well. So let's see here. We'll go into our skills. So first off, Shadow Cascade. We are coming down this way for the area. 2 points there, 2 points here, 4 points here for the multiplier, 2 points here for extra shadow chance on kill, and then mana gain per shadow. Just helps get you some mana back, and then damage per shadow, and then one up here for increased physical damage 4-second duration. Just 1 point up in there is fine for that. Then we come over here for dodge rating. Essentially we're just coming over here to get the extra damage per sword and per dagger, so that's essentially 30% because we have one of each. And then we're not worried about attack speed, so another 30% there, so that's 60 for the two of those. And the dodge rating is also nice as well. And then we will go over to Dancing Strike. Dancing Strike, we're going to come over here for Penetrate, Physical Resistance Shred Chance, and then chance to cast Shadow Cascade. So this will proc your Shadow Cascade quite often. Get Area, Armor Shred Chance, the Rhythm, which gives you global damage increase, which is definitely nice to have because you're going to be having that up there quite often, or maxed out there. You get an extra dodge rating, and then down here for global critical modifier per stack, so that's a pretty good jump to get that the procs to go, or your crits to be a lot higher damage wise. Then we're coming down here for dodge rating, more dodge rating per dex, damage per rares, and then one down here to get the arena, which increases your damage and damage taken in arena a little bit lower. Now this is just you don't have to have this one per se, but you can. It's definitely nice to have. So I mean, if you want to change it out for say some armor shred chance, or just take that point out and get more damage for bosses and rares, it's totally up to you where you kind of want to put that last point, but I kind of like having that arena pop all over the place. Smoke screen, we're going to have duration, melee damage, and then shadow chance, to where it's going to create shadows in the area for you, which is going to help with your Shadow Cascade procs. Starting area, frailty duration, Silver Shroud stacks +1, and then we're coming up here for glancing blow chance and the Dust Shroud, chance to get in the Dust Shroud buff, and then frequency to where you can get more, and then that's it for that. Then we're coming over here to shift. This is going to be your movement spell and damage as well. So increased damage for the non-channel skill after shifting, which is always nice. Can come up here for more damage to the next skill and stun chance, and then also more damage for the next skill. So after you shift, your next damage is going to do a ton of damage. Buff duration, so you're going to get a bit of a movement spell buff. Shadow created after shifting, and then shadow cast after shifting. So as soon as you shift, you're going to create a shadow, and then you're also going to cast Shadow Cascade with your procs. All your shadows are going to go off and do quite a bit of damage. So then over here, mana, and then invulnerability while shifting. So this makes it to where you're going to leave a shadow. You leave a shadow behind you, and then whenever you get to their location, you're gonna shadow cascade. But then the shadow behind you that you left behind is also gonna cast it as well. So if, say, you go in, you kill almost all the mobs, and then you dart out, any of them that might be lingering behind generally will get killed. So it's a nice cleanup ability, but it also does really good damage as well. Then we're going into Lethal Mirage. We'll come down here for health and mana per, and then additional mirages, and then shadow chances. Chance to leave them behind. Then we'll come over here and get increased damage and life leech. Additional mirage per shadow. So the more shadows that you leap or have out, the more mirages you're going to have. And then increased damage per shadow. Then over here we get haste, and then the kill threshold, which is really nice because this is really one of those ones I use mainly on the head. I don't really use it too often. I'll generally use it for the mobs that have more defense, more HP, stuff like that. Once I get them close to the end of death, I'll pop that real quick. Or even when they have high, this skill is going to do a ton of damage by itself anyways. So more mirages, of course, and then have a chance, your mirages have a chance of casting Shadow Cascade as well. So you have a chance whenever you use this that you'll cast Shadow Cascade, which means your shadows will cast and just even more damage. So you'll see a ton of Shadow Cascades popping off, and that just clears the screen sometimes. So other than that, that's that. And now we will go. I've already did all those. And then now we're going to come into the gear. So as far as the gear, I will leave a character planner down below, a link to that. That's going to have my gear, the passives, and the skill trees, all that stuff on that planner, to where you can just load it up and work with that. So here we're going to have our dagger with the crit, health on melee hit, and then stun chance. Same thing on the sword. On the chest, now the chest, I'm actually changing this out. One of these, whichever one you choose, it doesn't really matter because it's the same damage calculations. One of these I'm replacing with Shadow Cascade plus level, due to the fact that it's also giving me the same damage increase, but it also is going to up the Shadow Cascade level by 2 levels, so it's just going to be more damage to it. Actually, I just need to get another piece of get me another white one or a clear one or whatever and remake it and have that on there. So that will be on the planner. I just want to let y'all know that. The helm is still going to stay the same. The dagger, sword, health, and endurance. Crit strike, void, and necro on the Ami. The rings, we're going to have crit strike, dexterity, elemental resist, and physical resist. And then crit strike, dexterity, void, and elemental resist. On the belt, we're going to have physical damage, dodge rating when potion used, and then necro and poison resist. The relic, we're going to have crit, elemental resist, physical resist. The gloves, crit, melee attack speed, elemental resist, leech. And then last but not least, we will have transient rest boots. I really love these boots just because it has movement speed, 3 resists on it, and then also the ward. Every time you stop, it's kind of nice to have that buffer whenever you because essentially whenever you shift into the enemies, that's considered you stopping, so you'll get that little bit of a burst of mana, which will also help soak up the first hits to you. Just kind of helps with survivability. And then on here, essentially I have crit strike chance per dagger, increased damage with dagger, and then on these you could try to get the same thing, essentially dual wielding crit strike modifier. That's what I would try to get, and then the increased damage either for sword or dagger. Same thing here. I would try to get the crit multiplier. I mean, if you want to get maybe one with the area for dancing strike, just get a little bit more area out of it is nice. But I would try to get the multiplier, crit multiplier, and damage for sword or dagger on those two. And then I've got one over here for this is actually doesn't even need to be there. I just haven't gotten anything that's worth the darn to put there. So I would try to get at least one of these. Just get your crit. You want to get your crit strike chance as high as you can. Like right now, I'm at 81% on my crit strike chance, so I'm sitting pretty well off on crit strike chance, and that's going to go up once you start proccing your skills. That will go up due to the arena. I'm at... I'm a character. You can do it. So those are 100k plus crit mirages. A lot of times those the cascades going off will do a ton of damage. So those 20k stuff like that. So I mean it does a ton, and if you ever need to use cascade, I really don't ever have to cast it myself, but every once in a while I will, just to finish off a boss or whatever. But I mean, the damage is there, their survivability is there, so I mean, it'll get you through quite a bit, and it could clear the screen real quick, and it's a lot of fun. I've had a lot of fun playing this character. It's my first Blade Dancer that I made, and I've had a blast with this build since. I've tweaked it a few, but this has been like one of my favorite builds to play. So that is it for the guide. Like I said, my name is Devin from Deadly Iron Games. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Don't forget, I do have the giveaway going on down below for a copy of Outriders. So jump down there to enter to win that. Also, I've got if you subscribe to the channel, you get entered to win, and then also going to if you like the content, smash the like the button, and then the Discord link is down below if you want to join us, chit chat with us. I live stream. You can chat with me while I'm live through there. You don't have to join Twitch or the YouTube, whatever. You don't have to join there to talk to me while I'm live streaming. You can actually get on live with me, and feel free to do so. Other than that, you all have a great one, and I'll see y'all next time. If y'all have any questions, leave them down below. I'll answer them as soon as I can. Y'all have a good one.